Okay, and I'm recording. So go ahead and please tell everybody what happened in your situation, and I
Okay.
guess in what state you're in, but not the city.
In Florida, I was traveling in the morning and was uh, stopped or by a cop and a state trooper for traveling in the Hove lane. And I was detained on the side of the road for around 2 hours. They towed my car and didn't actually take me to jail, but they did write me a series of two tickets, one for driving on a suspended license and one for driving in a Hove lane. And this has gone on, the case went on for around 6 months. Um, Basically, they weren't hearing any of the motions that I was filing. And everything kept getting pushed off and pushed off. And finally, one judge, I don't know if he didn't particularly care for what I was filing, or I had motions to dismiss. I had different types of motions put in, and stood my ground every time I would go into the courtroom. I stood my ground 100% and didn't back down. And one judge actually removed me out of his room and sent me to the main courthouse, where I went in and we tried to do the whole arraignment thing again, because I never would actually plea. But what I was really frustrated about was that I wasn't getting any of my motions heard. And that's when I came upon these new filings, or the way to file it, and I was able to get some help. And we filed a motion to suppress, new motions to dismiss, as well as a few other motions. And it was all about following their procedure and how they'll recognize or how they will actually see the motions. So after those were filed, within a matter of, I guess, a couple weeks, a trial was set, and along with the filings, as well as two new case laws that were put in, the case was finally dismissed. So no more charges of driving in a Hove lane, and no more charges of driving a suspended license. It was just simply dropped completely. The state couldn't prove knowledge, and it was actually very quickly dismissed and gone and done. So it's nice.
Well, congratulations on that. I'm glad you won. And so what did the judge tell you when the district attorney dismissed the case?
Nothing. Didn't actually acknowledge me at all. Didn't look at me. Didn't do anything. Just looked right at the state and said, when they said no cost, he said, "Well, I'm very happy to hear that."
Oh, that's good. Well,
And just kind of, that was it. I walked right out of the room.
what
I
kind
didn't
of?
even walk up there to him, actually.
Oh, I see. So they just dismissed it before you went up there.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Now, what words of encouragement do you have to other people? What would you tell them if they are thinking of fighting a traffic matter, compared to what you knew before as to what you know now?
Well, there's many ways to skin a cat.
Yeah.
You have to decide to stand your ground. If you're going to move forward, you have to do the research and know and learn what it is you're doing, so that when you go before these judges and these, because they really don't care, and they'll test you and see how far you'll go, and when you go for it, you got to go for it. I did find that even though you're not in their system, the following procedure in their books, or doing, filing things so that they'll actually see the filings.
Mm-hmm.
you're more likely to get those motions and things heard, which will maybe bring some more relief.
Right.
But most importantly, just stand your ground, and something like traffic, research and go for what you believe in, but remember what game you're playing, and remember, what kind of, most of these lawyers are going to school to learn procedure. They're not always necessarily learning law, and they're learning procedure, and that's the rules in the book that they know and they play by, and the judges allow that, and so you have to go in and learn their procedure. Otherwise, they're not going to hear what you're saying.
Yeah, that's true. So it's always best, in other words, to know their rules and procedures before going into court, right?
Yeah, it's important. It's very important to know that, not just procedures. You remember here, something like traffic, you can sit there and talk about federal, this, that, and the other, but you gotta remember you're dealing with states and county. It's traffic court. It's different than dealing with something like the IRS, so you have to know the procedures for whatever it is you're going to court for, because they vary.
That's true.
They're different in each state, and they're different in each county, and certain judges will hear and do certain things differently. So when you walk in there, you need to be prepared and know, what kind of procedures, what it is they're looking for in order to get at least to be heard and get some sort of respect. Otherwise, they're just going to consider you incompetent, and you don't want to end up getting an order for competency hearing.
Right.
Especially over something like traffic case.
Yeah, because then it's going to be a bigger problem.
Then you just, right, but you always need to go in and stand your ground, because they will test you, they will push you. So go in there, read up, be confident, and know what the rules are.
Yep. Well, I really appreciate you making this video with me, and I'm really happy for you. Congratulations once again that you beat the system, even though we both know that the system shouldn't have done that in the first place.
Right.
So, but
you don't beat, it's just another success moving forward, and whatever it is I believe in.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you for making this video with me. I'm going to stop it now, and I'm going to put it on YouTube.